Oh, my name is Michael. And sorry. Okay, so the idea of collective ideas is a fundamental tenet of far-right politics. The idea that because we belong to a specific group, we are all together in a particular ideology. The idea of separation in the sense that not only are we all together in the sense of us sharing something in common, but also the fact that we don't necessarily want other people to come into the group very easily to sort of dilute our ideas. So when you look at many far-right political ideologies, like let's say with xenophobia in South Africa, you find that it's the idea that, we need to first take care of South Africans who have been disenfranchised and put them in a position where they're able to uplift themselves rather than taking care of other groups. So it's about separation. And the last idea is the idea of self-interest, the idea that we come first before other people. Now, why is it underlying? Underlying in the sense that we believe underlying means that it is actually one of the main propagators and one of the main things that pushes their idea of extremists such as xenophobia. But obviously through those key tenets, in the sense that it separates the people, in the sense that it tells them that they identify as one idea and the idea that it's self-interested, those tenets are also obvious. But also the idea that it takes away the idea of individual basis. I mean, if we ask ourselves really, xenophobia is an extremist ideology where you're saying foreigners are coming into our land and they're taking opportunities away from us. But if you ask yourself, you really realize that the real situation is that it's not that every single South African is lacking a job, but the South Africans in the townships, the South Africans in the slums, the South Africans from underprivileged environments. And what far-right politics does is, rather than focusing on that group, it tells all South Africans that that you come first, and necessarily that foreigners are taking jobs away from South Africans. Far-right politics, in emphasizing the group, in emphasizing the collective, and saying that because you're black, you identify with the political ideology, it doesn't go to that further step of trying to look at the issue more deeply and trying to understand that in this particular context, you have a situation where someone might be disenfranchised, but they come from a very specific area of South Africa. There are plenty of South Africans who are probably doing very well in the country, but there are some who are living in the townships. And we think it's a flimsy argument to say, well, majority are living in the townships. The point is that we think an argument from majority is simplifying the issue and not trying to look at it on an individual basis. And what are the advantages of this, which my deputy will come and tell you? If we have far-right, if we assume we took far-right politics out of the situation, you'd have a situation where you'd look at these particular issues on an individual basis, and you'd also be able to tailor solutions to specific groups, because you cannot have a one-size-fits-all. We don't think that what far-right politics, since it emphasizes the group, tries to have a one-size-fits-all. We'd have a situation where we'd be able to tailor the solutions to whatever specific environment or township or group these particular people are coming from. And obviously there's the idea of